Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this fantastic world. Yeah. Welcome back to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. Yeah, we've got some more news, breaking news, live news. We'll call it live news, not so much breaking news because some of the news is probably not breaking news. I think I've stopped my rambling on, and I think I probably should get into it. So yes, welcome back to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans, literally all over this world. And it's another segment of live news, not so much breaking news, but maybe a little bit of old news. But as a call of action again, make sure, guys, you subscribe to Cannon Fodder TV on all platforms, not only on the train platform. Oh, that's not a joke. Sorry. On YouTube, Facebook. We are now back on Facebook, up and running. YouTube, Twitter, on all those platforms. Yeah. So you can receive all the latest and greatest news right here on Cannon Fodder TV. Right. So yeah, we've got some news, and a day is a long time in footballing terms. Really, really a long time. And I had to change a couple of the segments because there was some sad news. I mean, I'm going to read a statement, and we're going to go into depth about it on the Ease Talk, which is coming up tomorrow with the Cannon Fodder TV Mafia. But I'll read a statement, but that's not going to be the news I'm going to talk about just yet. But the news I do want to talk about is about Unai Emery. Yes, Unai Emery. Apparently, according to the Metro Sport and Foot Mercato, Unai Emery is keen to reunite with Arsenal man at Villarreal. Mikel Arteta wants to get rid. Yeah, well, anyway, former Arsenal manager Unai Emery is keen to reunite with midfielder Matteo Guendouzi at his new club Villarreal this summer. That's according to Foot Mercato, who say the Spaniard has already been in contact with the Gunners midfielder about a move to La Liga. Guendouzi has found himself, out of favour at the Emirates in recent months after an incident at the end of the defeat at Brighton. Yeah. It seems just such a long time ago, doesn't it, really? In June, my goodness. He has since been publicly criticised by manager Mikel Arteta for reports that the youngster has been reprimanded behind the scenes regarding his attitude. Matteo, man. Indeed, the reports at the beginning of July stated Arsenal were exasperated with the Frenchman and that there had been a public disagreement with Arteta on several occasions. Several occasions! My goodness. Listen, I'll add on the part what I want to say at the end. That has naturally led to the talk that he will be moved on this summer, and according to FM, that is likely to be the case. So they report that Arsenal no longer want Guendouzi. That Arteta wants to get rid of him. He has no plans to include him in his future plans. There is interest in him from Spain, particularly Barcelona. Yeah, I think that's kind of fitted out, to be honest. I can't see them signing Guendouzi, who has already seen a proposed swap deal, including Ivan Rakitic, Arturo Vidal, rejected by the Gunners. Yeah, man. However, they are not the only Spanish side keen, with Villarreal now an option courtesy of their new manager, Unai Emery. So that's what we're hearing. Apparently, Unai Emery wants to be reunited with Matteo Guendouzi, and we'll probably have to see what happens with that. What I was going to say is that with disciplining players, you can't have players literally dictating everything. There can be only very, very few exceptions to the rule, but in the main, players are employees of a club. And so, if he's forever, going to be at loggerheads with Mikel Arteta, then I guess that Arteta has drawn the line and said, well, I've given him the opportunity to try to put things right, and he's not doing it, so we've got to sell him. And so, Emery, wants to buy this player, and good luck. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, I guess Guendouzi is going to be stuck at the sidelines, and he's not going to be going anywhere too soon. Yeah, so according to reports, Emery wants to give Guendouzi a way out to Arsenal. Will he take it? Really, your guess is going to be as good as mine. But definitely, I will keep an eye on this bit of news for you guys. Guys, come into the chat and tell me, what do you think about the possibility of Guendouzi leaving the shores of London and Arsenal and heading to Spain and Villarreal to be reunited with Unai Emery? Again, we'll wait and see, and we'll definitely keep any movements, if there's been any movements between now and the last 5 minutes and tomorrow, we'll probably give you the heads up. But then the other bit of news. Yes, former boss, Arsenal boss, of course, not the person on the right, depending on how you're looking at it. Arsene Wenger has been compared to. Has he been compared? I don't think he's been. Well, I think he probably has been compared. But anyway, let me get into the reports. Harry Redknapp, a better tactician than Arsene Wenger, says Arsenal great Paul Merson. Paul Merson, come on, man. Come on. Anyway, let me just read the report. This comes from Sky News. Harry Redknapp was a better tactician than Arsene Wenger, according to Paul Merson. Merson worked under both managers, of course, at Portsmouth, though he was sold by Arsenal just 1 year into Arsene Wenger's reign before going on to play for former Tottenham boss Redknapp at Portsmouth for 5 years later. Wenger won the Premier League 3 times, the FA Cup 7 times during a trophy-laden era with the Gunners. Redknapp's sole major honours was a FA Cup in 2008. I think it says it all, doesn't it? But Merson says there is no question who's the superior tactician between the two. 10 Sky Sports of Redknapp. 100% best man manager ever I've worked under by a million of miles. As a man manager, knowing what you want or what you need, you could tell him what you need. He wouldn't tell you what you needed. I think that was a massive thing with him. The thing with Harry, people think, oh, he's a wheeler dealer. His knowledge of football is second to none. I honestly think he's tactically better than Arsene Wenger, in my opinion. I worked under both. Tactically, if I know a manager who wants to set up, make sure we don't lose a game and stop the other team playing, for me, Harry is my man. Merson, what are you talking about, man? I just read the stats there. A better tactician. Just look at the trophies, man. Look at the stats. Merce. Anyway, moving. Listen, you just take from it what you want. But yeah, I've got to disagree 100% with Paul Merson. Yeah, and I did say there was other bit of news that. Dearie me. What is this a picture of? This is a picture of, the entrance to the bridge going on to Arsenal Emirates Stadium. And you see these people in the fluorescent orange tops. Who are these people? These are Arsenal employees, whether they're paid, voluntary or just doing a job, but they're doing a job, bottom line. And so for me, it was so very sad when I saw this news come out yesterday. Arsenal to sack 55 staff as COVID-19 hits revenues. I did a very, very quick snapshot of the total employees that Arsenal currently has at this moment in time. And that's 1,225 employees. And that's ranked 9th among the top 100 competitors. The top 10 competitors average 39,000. Emirates is number 1 rival. Emirates was founded, as we know, in 1985 in Dubai. And we know that Arsenal are owned by a very rich billionaire. Anyway, so less than a week after winning the FA Cup to secure their place in next season's Europa League, as they negotiate a multi-million-pound contract extension with striker Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, and also looking to sign players, Arsenal have announced plans to lay off 55 staff. Not 5, not 15, not 25, but 55 members of staff. I guess maybe if it was one would be too many. The club said on Wednesday that the cuts were the result of the financial impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. The announcement sparked an immediate social media backlash from fans, contrasting the huge sums involved with keeping key players to the loss of jobs of staff at the North London outfit. Revenue from broadcasters, match day, and commercial activities have all been hit severely, and these impacts will continue into at least the forthcoming 2021 season, the club said in a statement. I pause. I pause. I have been very, very blessed. Very, very blessed. So has my wife. We have worked, even in these times of the COVID virus pandemic. We're both designated key workers. So I work, usually my day job is working in a school as a teaching assistant. I do mentoring as well. But since March, I've been working as a support worker, respite worker. So I've been working even in these difficult times. These people who are going to be laid off or who have been laid off, I guess it's probably, there for the grace go I, and maybe I'm just making, it's just simplistic, black and white, but you've got a club who are on the verge of signing various players, not hundreds or thousands, we're talking about millions of pounds. Arsenal are owned by KSE. You're telling me that Arsenal could not offload players in this transfer window rather than offloading 55 members of staff? I personally, I just don't get it. A rich entity in Arsenal. We all understand the situation with the COVID virus. Literally, companies have gone bust. People have lost their jobs. There's been the furlough scheme, which is about to come to an end in October, in the UK at least, anyway. But Arsenal are a rich entity. Look after your employees. If I'm in such, a difficult situation, I'm going to offload things I have in my household to make sure I survive. Arsenal have assets that they can get rid of. There are a load of players that we should be selling. We should be selling the players. Keep hold of the employees. Look after the employees. Look after your employers, and they will look after you. I don't want to get into a rant, but I'm so very, very angry. But we'll get into the greater nitty gritty of Arsenal getting rid of 55 employees on Friday at the Easy Talk, 7 p.m. tomorrow. But I'm furious, absolutely furious. Anyway, let me just get into the chat and see what some people have been saying. I've got Kunte says good evening. Good evening to you. And I've got Sandy Joseph, 30 million for Guendouzi. I'm happy. Yeah, listen, anything above and beyond for Guendouzi. If him and Arteta are loggerheads, then he's got to be sold. Got to sell the players. I'm all for us seeing players come in, but let's offload players. We've got a player currently on £350,000 a week. Come on. I'm really, really angry. Hi, good afternoon. Lots of love to all Arsenal fans. Yeah. How are you, man? You okay? Thank you for tuning in. I just kind of been ranting about the news I heard late yesterday, about Arsenal going to sack and make redundant or let go of, 55 of its staff, whereas our owner is a billionaire. I don't know. Maybe I'm just making it, just so simplistic. But Arsenal as an entity, rich, beyond riches. I'm blessed. I've been working. I haven't had to be worried about, whether I'm gonna be having, food on the table. But yeah, but we'll get into that situation on Friday tomorrow. In the Easy Talk with the Cannon 40 TV Mafia. Guys, if you're watching Cannon 40 TV for the first time, make sure you subscribe to Cannon 40 TV on all platforms and also hit the notification button as well. As you can see, I'm back at the Emirates. Well, outside. Not really. It's just superimposed. Compared to yesterday's first tryout, it's a little bit better. So, guys, actually, before I continue, tell us what you think of Cannon 40 TV. Keep it clean. Don't keep the language clean. But you think about the content. If you think you would like to see some improvements, come into the comments box and let us know what you think. What things you would like to see, what things you wouldn't like to see, and so we can improve your viewing experience. We have had an upload of or an increase of subscribers over the last 24 hours. We are absolutely thankful. Thank you to you guys. Like I always say, like my brother always says, who does the Voice of Reason every Wednesday, who hasn't been doing it over the last few weeks. There can never be a Canon, never ever be a Canon 40 without you guys. So it's for you guys that we exist. Yeah, it can't work if you guys don't like us, don't give us a thumbs up or maybe a thumbs down, give us your comments. But yeah, make sure you subscribe to Canon 40 TV, please, on all platforms. We're so very, very grateful. And let me go back into the comments box again. Yeah, Sanjay, calm down, Alex. Yeah, but again, you gotta think these people who are going to be laid off from Arsenal, they're going to be worried now. Where's the next salary coming from? I'm just leaving a club that's worth billions. We're about to sign 2 players worth millions, and Arsenal are going to let me go. But anyway, yeah, you're right, Sanjay. I'll try and calm down. I will calm down. I'll calm down. Oh, okay. Yeah, let me get back to the comments. I had about 50 employees going to get sacked. And that's what I've just said. Really, really sad news. Sad news, Yeah, I spoke about, Willian. We're going to talk about another player next hour or two. Players coming in. What about players going out? What about players going out? Let's get rid of the assets that we have. Anyway, even Arsenal players are angry with it. Yeah, Sanjay. And like I said, we'll talk in greater depth about that situation there. Yeah, it's just been breaking news. Breaking news, sad news. Really, really sad. In these times, we understand the COVID, but look after your employees, man. Without the stewards, who's going to control the crowd? Who's going to take in the sales if you don't have the staff? Anyway, yeah, really, really sad, man. Sad. Love to hear your voice again, your opinion. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Again, we'll give everyone their platform, their time to talk and give their opinion. As long as you don't incite racism, you don't use foul language. We don't want that. If you want to do that, come, and speak on your street wherever you live. But on Canon 40 TV, we're trying to improve the quality. And there's so many other podcasts as well that do tend to use that kind of language, but not on Canon 40 TV. Yeah. Okay. We've got what's Arsenal Vlogs. It says, "What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?" Yeah, not very happy, Luca. Just been talking about the situation of Arsenal letting go, making redundant 55 employees. It's not good. We've also been talking about. Oops, sorry about that, people. What have I done? What have I done? Yeah, sorry guys. Yeah, we've just been talking about the comparison that Paul Merson made between Arsene Wenger and Harry Redknapp, and he said to Sky Sports that Harry Redknapp, without a doubt, was the best tactician, better than Arsene Wenger. I was thinking, well, surely if you look at the trophy cabinet, that says it all in itself. So if you're saying that Harry Redknapp was best at getting the players, the formation, the tactics right, why didn't he win more trophies? But yeah, Merson, man, come on, Merson, come on. And then apparently Unai Emery, according to Mercato and Metro Sports, apparently Unai Emery, former Arsenal boss, wants to team up again with Matteo Guendouzi. So if it happens, if we can offload him, because again, just reading reports there that he's clashed more than several times with Mikel Arteta, and Mikel Arteta wants to get rid of. So if the reports are true, then I guess Matteo Guendouzi's number is up. It's got to go. Yeah, Unai Emery. And of course, I've just been ranting about the situation with Arsenal getting rid of, very, very sad news, man, of 55 employees. But again, we'll get into that on the Easy Talk come tomorrow, 7 p.m. UK time, depending. It's going to vary wherever you are in the world. But be sure to set your reminders. I've actually just sent out the notification. So if you press a reminder, I guess it's going to be a hot topic and maybe some. Myself, I'm going to be ranting tomorrow. Yeah, again, let's get rid of the assets that we have. Keep the members of staff. Who's going to run the club? Who's going to be taking the tickets? Who's going to be making sure the crowd are safe come next season when things will calm down? Look after your members of staff. Anyway, I think there's going to be one more comment here from Sanjay. Merson is always against Arsenal. I don't know why that is. I mean, even who's the other chap? I can't remember his name, but yeah, some of these ex-players they go against Arsenal. I don't know why that is. Again, they're entitled to their opinion, but yeah, I just find it very, very strange. Show more of a balanced view. I think we should bring back We Care Do You. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna definitely think about that one. Just not really, really happy with the situation, with Arsenal offloading these 55 members of staff. I mean, I know one or two people actually who work as stewards, and they've not told me anything, and I'm kind of scared to ask them for fear that they might be one of two people who are going to be let go by Arsenal. One who's been working for Arsenal more than 30 years as a steward. So that's very, very sad news. Guys, anyway, I don't think I have anything more really I want to say. I don't want to sound like I'm on a downer, ranting and raving. I don't like to rant, but it's understandable when you're hearing this, a multi-million-pound entity in Arsenal, and we're letting go of these 55 good workers. I'm absolutely sure. Okay, guys, I think that is going to be it for today's live breaking news. Well, it's live news anyway. Live Arsenal news. Make sure to subscribe to Cannon 40 TV on all platforms. Hit the notification button. We are now up and running on Facebook, also, of course, YouTube, and on Twitter. So our Twitter handle is at Cannon 40 TV. And as well, just a reminder, any of you who are maybe interested, and I'm plugging this too much. Yeah, we've got our merch up and running. So, if you are wanting any of the merchandise with the brand of a Cannon 40 TV, we've got hoodies, we've got t-shirts in all colors, caps, mugs, bandanas. Yeah, even stuff for babies as well. So if you've got a baby and you want your baby to have the Cannon 40 TV logo, yeah, there it is. There it is. Yeah, just kind of felt like to kind of ranted a little bit too much. But anyway, so that's it. So until tomorrow, same time, same place, outside the Emirates. I have been there, people. I've been there before, really. Oh dear. Listen, guys, if you've been wondering who or what you've been watching a rant, man. I don't like to rant. You've been watching Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. And